duckling. A tiny duckling was born into a London farm community of ducks and other animals in 2016. He was known as Leave. He did not seem to be like the old baby ducklings. They said they were all proudly remain ducklings, and they delighted in telling him this. They also told him that he should be like them. He must change his name and agree with everything they said. But Leave was too proud to do that. He did not see what all the fuss was about. His parents had told him his name was special and that millions of people agreed with him being called Leave. The other ducklings snorted and looked down their bills at him. They told him he could never survive on his own. They made him feel very uncomfortable trying to live alongside them. They told him they were superior. They could swim faster and they could fly further. They doubted his ability to find enough food. And they even took delight in hiding the food from him or eating it before he could get it. They explained that unless he became a proper Remain duck, there was no chance of him having a happy life, perhaps no chance of his surviving. When he pushed back and told them his name Leave was just fine, and there was food he could find on his own, and he could be happy, they all ganged up on him and tried to starve him out. The ducklings even got support from their parents, who used their superior weight and muscle to beat Leave to the food or to keep him out of the best parts of the pond. Things got so bad for Leave, he decided to live up to his name. He simply left the farmyard and its pond and all those disagreeable ducklings behind him. After wandering a long way, he stumbled into a new home called Parliament, where some people, a cat and a hen, held court. At first they put up with him, but when they found out he was called Leave, they turned on him, just like the ducklings had done. They told him Leave was bad. They told him it would mean he could not get access to enough food. They told him if he ever needed medicines, people who should supply them would not be able to afford them. They shoved him around and worked out ways to make his life a misery. Just like the ducks, they said he had to change his name to Remain if he wanted peace and quiet. The cat, who curled up in a big chair at one end of the Parliament room, played with him mercilessly, shouting at him and telling him all the things he could not do. And the hen said she was the opposition and planned to see him off. So, lonely and downhearted, Leave picked up his dignity and moved on. He found a big empty lake and lived an isolated life there, until one day a large number of fine swans arrived. He was afraid they would set on him too, so he kept in the reeds on the edge and hoped they would not see him. Unfortunately, they saw him immediately and came straight over to him. He apologised for being an ugly Leave duckling as an act of self-preservation. But they didn't go at him. They told him to look at the mirror of the water, for he would see then he was no ugly duckling at all, but a magnificent swan. They told him they were all Leave swans. Leave meant being free. It meant the right to go anywhere you wished. It gave you access to all the best food. As swans are so much more powerful than the Remain ducklings, they said there was no need for him ever to be afraid again. So the ugly duckling looked at himself in the mirror and looked again. And in amazement, finally, he pronounced, "I am a swan." He soon discovered how much better it was being a swan than a duck. He was respected and admired wherever he went. He was free to go as he chose and accepted rules which only he could make. Gone was all the hassle of the farmyard and all the intrusion from that squawking of all those unhappy ducklings.